Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. Now I don't have anything super profound to be talking about today, so we're just going to be slinging sticks. But when you start out on YouTube, it doesn't really matter what you say, because nobody knows who you are, and it doesn't matter what crazy shit comes past your teeth. But as soon as you start getting noticed, all of a sudden having confidence to be you on YouTube gets really hard. What I mean by that is when you start getting notoriety, when people start taking notice, all of a sudden it matters what you're saying, because you know that you're gonna be judged on the crazy shit that comes flying past your teeth. So having confidence as a YouTuber as you get further and further into your career gets really difficult. I'm going to be honest with you, because there's a lot of times that I simply won't make videos because it doesn't really fit into something that I think is going to get views. It doesn't really fit into, making videos for other people. Because when I started, I used to make videos to my friends online. We had this thing that was called the Sewing Circle. And basically nobody from that era of YouTube is still around anymore. So it used to just be like a video social network where we used to make videos to each other just talking about stuff. And so since that element has really gone away, you find yourself kind of trapped in a show format. And I find myself just not making videos because over the years I tend to become more of a perfectionist of it's too windy, the lighting's bad, blah, 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 and all of a sudden I don't make videos. And while I'm at it, making videos in the Midwest after hunting season and before summer sucks. Because you go out, you set up your cameras. By the time you get your cameras set up, you're already cold. It's either snowing or it's 33 degrees and raining. So that cold wind is whipping that rain out of the grass and just chilling you to the bone. And God forbid you screw up your lines more than twice, because then you're so cold all you want to do is just go back inside. It really sucks the fun out of YouTubing in the Midwest after deer season and before it gets warm enough for shirt sleeve, t-shirt fishing. So we're just going to be slinging some sticks here, and I've come to the realization that archery is all about the sticks, and because I'm basically a human canine, this ends up being the amount of single player fetch. Because I put the stick down there and then I have to go fetch the stick. And I do love archery. I love slinging the sticks. And truth is, by the time that you walk down to the target, it's about the same distance as if I walked back to the house. So I will find myself shooting myself dead. Just dead to where I can't even shoot anymore. Just because you have so much fun doing it, playing single player fetch, you shoot, you go get your arrows, and you say to yourself, shit, I'm just going to take one more shot. It's never just one more shot. It's never just one more shot. Now, I tend to be a snap shooter, and what I want to clarify is snap shooting and short drawing, not the same thing. A lot of people have target panic where they'll release before they get to their anchor point. Snap shooting is where you release under control after everything is perfect. I don't hold back, okay? I don't really go for this crazy back tension. One thing that I will say is, if you are going for that full extension back tension, Your face is round. So if you're really pulling around your face, instead of going to the corner of your mouth anchor point, if you're pulling around your face, it's going to pull you off. It's going to make your nock go to the right if you're right-handed. So you'll end up finding yourself shooting to the left. Now that's not meaning like left point strike, right nock for an extremely stiff arrow. It just means that either you're overbowed and you're not able to actually bury that anchor point, or you're pulling off your anchor point before you release. So, I mean, full draw is full draw. With snap shooting, you want to make sure that it's under control. But I'm not a fan of the full extension kind of archery. If it works for you, that's fine. That's just not my style of shooting. But I also don't really tend to deal with target panic very much in my archery until I get really tired, where I lose discipline, or when I'm talking, when I'm distracted. I'm not nearly as disciplined in my shooting. But I dealt with target panic a lot when I was shooting competitive air rifle, because the marksman style standing position is really, really awkward. And I would force my shots when they weren't perfect because I just wanted to get it over with. And you will see that in some shooters as well, where they just want to get the shot over with. They'll short draw and call it snap shooting. You know, that's just the way it works, but it sucks. So an absolute discipline of not releasing unless everything is perfect is really difficult. And I struggle with it myself. But I don't have that target panic snap shooting problem of whee, whee. Now, when I get out to where I can't actually just snap shoot, when I get out at 30 yards, things end up becoming a little bit more slow, where I need to make sure that I've got everything in perfect alignment. 10 yards you can get away with about anything. 20 yards you can still get away with just about anything. You get out there at 30 yards and beyond with no sights, that really separates the sheep from the goats as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not a really good shot out at 30 yards. I'm a decent shot at 20 yards, which is where I am right now. And as you can tell, because I'm talking, my discipline's kind of going down the drain. That one went better. I find that the less that I try and correct myself, the easier I get better hits. Because if I just pull it back and let it go, things are not going to improve if I stay here and hold it. Okay? Your arc of movement, you're mostly fluid. Your body is mostly fluid. In a marksman style standing rifle, you go bone to bone. Well, if you lock out here, you're definitely going to be getting some tattoo. So when you're holding it with your muscles, nothing is going to get any better by holding it. Just the way that I find that it works for me. but I'm just letting it fly as soon as I'm on my anchor point. Now, I don't think that I missed anything in the 8 ring. I admit I would have loved to have stacked all those up in the 10 ring on my little McKinsey quarter target. But I'm human, I'm honest, I'm far from perfect. This has been Tex Grebner of Tex Grebner Outdoors, and we've been slinging some sticks. Because it's all about the sticks. As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please got my friends over at SOETaxReader.com. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement and those of you serving in the military. And thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.